Hey there, folks. Pop your popcorn and fluff up your favorite couch cushion. It's time for a fresh new season of Disrupt. I'm Taylor Olson, your host, taking you on a coast-to-coast adventure across Canada. Together, we're about to meet a group of artistic superheroes from the disability community, breaking down barriers in the name of art. Their spirit, unyielding. Their determination, stronger than my love for donuts. Now, to dish a little dirt on yours truly, I'm a filmmaker from the Donair capital, Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I'm also your everyday kind of superhero, battling it out with eating disorders and CPTSD. Here on Disrupt, our quest is to play artistic Cupid. We aim to connect you with awe-inspiring artists that work in music, short films, poetry, animation, and comedy. Tonight, we're diving headfirst into the melodies of the one and only Kellylee Evans. Kellylee lives with an acquired brain injury and has more awards than a Kardashian has followers, including the prestigious Juno. Her musical magic is a tasty cocktail of jazz, soul, pop, and hip-hop. Her music video, My Name Is, isn't your ordinary love song. Nope. It's about a stalker's obsession, so buckle up. This one's a real thriller.
My Name Is Kellylee Evans, presented by Junta. In silhouette, Kellylee slowly spins in a dark red room with dangling decorations. The lights come up.
Captivated by your sun and moon, emulated direction you, tongue twisted, tied and bound, scrape my tender heart up off the ground. So I stick to stalking, and step to walking, head drop and roll, mission control. Your wife and daughter should be cold water. I'm unaffected by restraining orders. You see, I just can't lie. I'm a prison for your big brown eyes. Don't fear, I've only love for you. All I wanna say to you is my name is, my name is, my name is. Don't you wanna know my name?
Kellylee's upper and lower half rotate in opposite directions as heads spin around her.
What's my name? Unsuspected. Home. Through your window, tap your phone. Every moment, now survey. I'm your student, I'm on your tray. Describe the joy that we can share. I run my fingers across your skin and hair, and double check the tightness of the road. Ooh, this is not a joke. You see, I'm sure our love was heaven sent, designed on high and placed on from a man. No sickness, you're a witness. All I wanna say to you is my name is, my name is, my name is. Don't you wanna know my name?
Pairs of disembodied legs sitting in chairs cross and stretch.
Don't you wanna know my name?
Kellylee's head rotates, surrounded by clapping hands.
Don't you wanna know my name? My name is, my name. Don't you wanna know my name? What's my name? Stuck behind bars, you see, separated from my destiny. Don't fear, I'm skilled at this game, 'cause now I know you know my name. I know you know my name. Don't you wanna know? Don't you wanna
A bead of moisture slides up a person's body.
Don't you wanna know my name?
That song had me moving like a dancer on an energy drink. Next up, we've got a disability warrior and wheelchair user, Paul Vienneau. Paul's short film, Alive Day, is all about the rewarding hobby of playing hydration hero to random strangers on scorcher days. Check it out.
Alive Day, a film by Paul Vienneau. A white painted bike is locked to a pole along a busy Halifax street.
My name is Paul Vienneau. I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia. On August 12, 1991, I was struck and severely injured by a tractor trailer while cycling in downtown Toronto. I had moved there from my hometown of Halifax, Nova Scotia, a year earlier to pursue a career in music. Every August 12th has become my Alive Day, or the day that I should have died. In a way, it's my second birthday. Each year, around 6 to 8 weeks before my Alive Day, I start to have increased trouble falling and staying asleep. Memories of being under the truck and thoughts of death and my mortality come back. I start to remember very fine details of my 2 years in the hospital and have general anxiety about my mortality. It's as if the ghosts of my trauma kick the door open and walk around for a month or two, demanding to be heard. Generally, my pattern for depression is that I tend to isolate myself. I spend time alone in my apartment, only going out for food, and when I do, I have trouble making eye contact and feel separate from other people. It's like a spiral of isolation where the more depressed I get, the more alone I feel.
Paul enters a grocery store.
2 winters ago, I started doing some advocacy work in my neighborhood.
He uses a wheelchair.
Finding this sense of purpose in the toughest part of winter emotionally brought me into contact with people, mostly strangers, and forced me to talk to them. It affected my mood and feelings of isolation like night and day.
He buys a pack of bottled water.
Using this, I started giving bottles of water away down on my block on Spring Garden Road to people walking by in the summer.
He gives one to a person sitting by planters.
Some people look at me with suspicion, but the hotter the days get, the happier strangers are to accept a free drink from a stranger.
An old woman takes one.
At first, I made a joke about giving water away as off-season training for the shoveling.
He gives 2 to a person with a backpack.
But the more I thought about it, and the more people asked me why I did it, I came up with these reasons. Everyone needs water to live. It's a simple act of kindness to give people a drink. The act of handing someone a bottle of water creates a brief moment of contact and unconditional love in a world that is increasingly isolating. In a way, I feel like I'm being an ambassador for my neighborhood and for my city. My secret reason for doing this is the isolation. When I'm depressed, I isolate myself.
He chats with a woman who gives him a big hug.
3 days before recording this video, I was feeling depressed and went into the isolation hole yet again. I called my friend Kellylee to document how giving water away affects me, and within a few bottles, I was feeling like myself. This helped me see that giving away water has become a part of what I am doing with my life. It's an antidepressant in 24 little plastic bottles.
Paul Vienneau, VIENNEAU.com.
Fun fact, aside from being a filmmaker, Paul Vienneau is also a maestro of melody, a Picasso with a camera, and a writer who can make a dictionary blush. Now, don't go wandering off now. We're just hitting pause on Disrupt. Back in a blink. And quicker than a wink, we're back with Disrupt. On deck, we've got the multi-talented Anna Kwan from Chipuktuk. Anna identifies as a mad, mixed-race artist who wears many hats: poet, novelist, and filmmaker. She's sharing a piece with us called Polar Bear. It's not your usual wildlife documentary, folks. It's an intimate animated poem diving into the icy waters of climate grief.
Polar bear.
In stop-motion animation,
The water's cold as a hammerhead. It's liquid nitrogen and a needle at the dentist.
snowflakes fall.
Cold as bells that ring every Sunday in the iron air. It squeezes the breath from me like an accordion.
A polar bear walks.
The dark is beautiful, milky, metallic, heavy and soft as snow that lulls lost travelers to sleep.
A person wears a parka.
I follow the polar bear to where the ice ends. He's ahead by a body's length, his small head just above water, bony beneath the sleek fur. He looks like a dog I knew who almost died eating rat poison in Shuby Park. The muscles in her head dwindled to nothing. You could see her skull shining through. This polar bear is a bone wrapped in fur. His body has eaten itself like a seal because the seals have disappeared.
The person reaches outward.
It's foolish, but devoured by guilt, I want to put my arms around him and carry him. His blood speaks to mine. Why are you here? Great paws churn the water. My blood circles my organs to keep them from freezing. It has no voice. The bear's head turns to look at me, black-rimmed mouth, a mile of fangs. His bloodshot eyes see a seal. He smiles a doggy smile. My heart aches, aggrieved. I put my head in his mouth. I'm sorry, my blood chatters. The bear melts like an iceberg, the small head above water, the great body below. The sun's octopus creeps toward us. Its warm arms caress my back.
The person floats face up.
My skin turns rosy and the water is on fire, dwindling to nothing but a desert littered with the bones of walrus and seal, whales and polar bears.
Animal skulls appear.
A white harvest. I build an igloo of skulls. The sun peers through their eye holes. I sit in their shadow. Heat wraps around me and squeezes the breath from me. Why are you here? My blood asks. I'm sorry, whispers the sun.
The person disappears as the undulating sun octopus drifts over them.
Thank you, Anna. That was a beautiful and thought-provoking film. Next up is another soul-stirring short film titled Affected, about a former Canadian soldier who built special effects for movies to help manage his PTSD. Affected was created by Kayla Flynn, a queer Halifax Renaissance woman who lives with PTSD, ADHD, and eating disorder, and is a documentary filmmaker, TV host, and stunt actor/performer. Talk about juggling skills.
My name is Mark Deveau. I'm a special effects makeup artist. My name is Mark Deveau, and I love making monsters. My name is retired Sergeant Mark Deveau, and I live with PTSI.
A montage shows Mark working alongside others in his garage, scary masks, location shoots, and people wearing prosthetic wounds. His room is full of latex masks, monster models, and a dismembered foot.
Sorry, something fun.
When I was younger, I bought the VHS tape of Thriller. At the end of the videotape, like you have the making of, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Like, this is what I want to do. And yeah, so I chose between, should I make monsters or should I serve my country and have a paycheck? I'm like, oh, let's go for the paycheck now. Like every kid, you want to put your backpack on and travel the world. They never told you you were gonna do it on foot. Everything in special effects is helpful. Just because it gets your mind off of the dark things that could. It's just, it's a snowball. It's just a snowball effect. And instead of jumping on drugs or jumping on booze or whatever, because I have a family, I don't want to lose it. I'd rather do that. Like it's just, I'm in the garage, I'm making monsters, and at least I'm sane, I'm healthy, nobody's in trouble, everything is fine. I'm just making monsters. Some people are gonna try to find an addiction to just suffocate the noise in their head. Yeah, if I don't make monsters, my head is not happy.
What's up, boys?
Two men join him in his garage.
Hang your coats up there, boys.
I woke up one morning and I'm like, oh, it's kind of helping me. So why not? I can help other people. So then I'm like, what can I do? Well, I can sculpt.
They stand around a work table.
Keith is still in. He's on his way out. He's out. Sculpting with veterans is basically, it's not scheduled. Like they call me to hey, do you do a session? Yeah, when do you want to come? Because some guys, they barely, they stay home, literally. And they never get out, ever.
Mark opens a pack of modeling clay.
Maybe that day was just enough to get him started onto a new trend. Like I said, I'm not a therapist. Special effects helps me, and like I said, that's my addiction, my therapy, my addiction. But
the guys work the clay.
There's so many skills that's associated with with this that, you know, if I can give a tool to somebody else that went through the same thing that I'm doing.
Using a different one.
Incredible work as the creator of Affected, Kayla. Now don't touch that remote. There's more Disrupt to digest when we come back. And we're back in the saddle on Disrupt. Now, we're going on a little road trip. Well, Hillary Hex, a queer neurodivergent artist, is taking us on a trip called 5 Hours, which is the amount of time it takes to drive from Saskatoon to Edmonton. Hillary's artistry centers around the ideas and emotions exchanged between artist and viewer. Check it out.
Nighttime dashcam videos are projected across a dark room, aligned so that the road beams across the floor. Two naked people walk into the projection beam and sit, casting shadows on the wall as the video appears on their backs.
We sit in silence.
The road is uneven but well kept. Traveling is familiar.
Two more people sit with them.
I think about my ancestors, their journeys, having had to know the route,
the roads, the land. Hope that someone kind would help them.
Remembering a laugh, a warm crackle of fire on a cold night. Sometimes we talk. Sometimes to fill silences. Sometimes we do
not.
Sitting alone, one person leans back, propped on their hands.
With no affirmation of safety, the unexpected is uncomfortable.
A different person sitting alone plays with their hair.
I haven't been
paying attention. Every sign is illuminated,
only to disappear.
Another lies across the floor.
We don't really use them anymore. Will my children still need road signs?
Will they stare out into the night?
Will they think about their ancestors?
I think I am connected.
I am separate.
I am separate.
A lone person with long hair reclines before the screen. A different lone person sits with their legs propped in front of them, the projected road streaming past, as does another. The person with long hair leans back on one hand and glances left. The video continues to play as each person watches, alone.
Nice work, Hillary. You've just kickstarted for me a flashback of road trips, the good, the bad, and the are we there yet? Finally this evening, it's my great pleasure to bring you the work of Halifax-based filmmaker and Disrupt team member Brandon Boyd's short, Dear Hollywood. This short film is a self-portrait asking why we need autistic representation in film. Take it away, Brandon.
A man with glasses and a beard sits in a swing near a house. He holds the notebook and flips pages up to reveal text. My name is Brandon. I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia. I'm 24 years old, and I'm diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. One day, I want to become a film director. A camera is drawn in the lower right corner. I want to talk to you about our portrayal about autism. In the mainstream media, a camera is drawn facing out. For decades, we've been portrayed by big-name actors. Like Hoffman, Affleck, DiCaprio, Tremblay, Penn, in movies about the subject. In television shows like Good Doctor, Atypical, and Big Bang Theory. As someone who enjoys watching your films growing up, in this day and age that representation matters, I believe that autistic people deserve representation. The right way. A thumbs up is drawn below. Brandon now sits indoors. In a $1 million industry, there are many autistic actors/actresses. In the independent film scene, not just actors/actresses, but in other jobs in film. Writers, editors, sound designers, grips, cinematographers, composers, etc. Autistic people should be accommodated and have friendly workplaces to suit their needs. We have stories, fiction or non-fiction, to tell. And we want to express and partaken in those stories. Give us a chance. Hashtag give us a voice. An infinity symbol below is filled with rainbow colors. Quote, a director has dictatorial powers, but a good director is a collaborator and works with all of the talented people that they have on his team. Francis Ford Coppola.
Hope Dear Hollywood rocked your socks off as much as it did mine. Big thanks for lending us your precious minutes. Can't wait for our next weekly rendezvous on Disrupt. Director and host, Taylor Olson. Producer, Rachel Bauer. Production manager, Lynn Matheson. Director of photography, Scott Barrington. Camera operator, Cody Morris. Location sound, Olivia King. Described video, Mark Phoenix. Writers, Lynn Matheson and Taylor Olson. Production designer, Jackson Noble. Editor, Reese Waters. Post-production supervisor and assistant editor, Kelly Rose. Assistant director, Spencer McKay. Third assistant director, Jay McManus. Makeup artist, Jennifer Lee Murphy. Composer, Jordell Downey. Camera assistants, Brandon Boyd and Madison Hughes. Sound assistant, DJ Giles. Assistant production designer, KJ Lewis. Production assistant, Jeff Harrop. Logo design, Daniel Jardine. Inclusive mentorship coordinators, Lynn Matheson and Teamwork Cooperative. Legal services, David C. Perlmutter. Special thanks, Art Pays Me. Produced in association with Accessible Media, Inc. Integrated Described Video Consultant, M. Williams. Supervising producer, Jennifer Johnson. Content Development Specialist, Karen McGee. For Accessible Media, Inc. Manager, Programming, Lisa Ann Gagne. Director, Content Development and Production, Karen Nye. Vice President, Content Development and Operations, John Melville. President and CEO, David Arrington. Copyright 2023, Accessible Media, Inc.
An AMI original production.